Yes, hello guys, and welcome to another video today. So today we're going to be talking about how to answer past questions, or also how to challenge yourself in a lot of things when it comes to the FIFA Agent Exam, and how to structure and pass the exam. So as you can see on the thumbnail, we're going to give you some past questions and also how you can tackle those questions, which is very important for those preparing for the exam. Normally, to answer the past question, of course, you have to know like things like the structure of the FIFA exam. You have to analyze to know how to interpret the questions. For example, if the questions, if there's a question in front of you, how you interpret it, if it's a tricky questions and how to answer it. So these are also things as I've spoken in my past videos. I'm not going to go into details here. You can check the past videos because I've spoken a little bit more about that, and also have the best study techniques on how to prepare for the exam. We started our course today, and for some of you guys who haven't joined yet, well, there's room, but of course, I'm already moving on with some other students, especially this because when you're starting a study group like that, you want people to be committed to people who want to pass. So there will be room for if there are also a couple of many people, then we could form also another group for them also. But anyways, that's not why I'm here for the study. So I'm just here to tell you about passing how to pass the answer questions, and how it can be, if it can give you a slight percent chance of passing the exam. So this as well, let's continue the best study techniques, you can use them, and also how to avoid mistakes. Those things, all these things I'm speaking about, I'm kind of maybe confused here, but anyways, all these things I'm speaking of, I've spoken a lot of them in my past video. So try to check the past videos, and also then handle the situation in a way. If it's difficult for you, anything I'm explaining here, always leave me a message. I always read the message, I'm going to respond to you. But anyways, talking about the past questions, we're going to be looking at some few or 20 past questions, what can really help you in passing the exam, that what can guide you. So we're going to look at those questions and then see how we can answer them. Or the straight question, I'm just going to give you an answer to them. But anyways, let's look at what the questions are, then we go through. So let's take, for example, if you're these probably are like basic questions. So we're going to start, if I'm answering questions in basic, before we go to maybe difficult ones if we see them. But also I would like you also to comment on these questions. If you don't have anything, just leave me. If you don't have any questions to ask, you can also comment on the questions and ask me to elaborate on it more. So let's hit the first question. Let's take, for example, you have these questions in front of you. Let's say multiple choice. So the first question was, who is permitted to perform football agent services? This is quite easy. Permitted to do football agent services. So they say A, any person employed by a football agency, any person, which means anybody on the road employed by a football agency. B, only a licensed football agent. C, club officials. Club officials mean people working at the club. And D, players' family members. So what do you think the answer is? Of course, the answer is B, which is only licensed football agent. And also, as it's written in the, according to FIFA agent study material, only a licensed football agent is permitted to perform these services. So that's the answer. I think if you're reading the FIFA agent, this is under the FIFA agent regulation. So if you are reading, you are going to see that probably on Article 11, if you are not really mistaken. Yes, on Article 11 on that. So question 2, what is the maximum duration of a representative agreement between an individual and a football agent? Between an individual and a football agent, which means if I'm an agent and I'm signing a representative agreement with a player, what is the maximum duration? This also falls under the FIFA Football Agent Regulation. So the maximum duration, they say A, 1 year, B, 3 years, C, 2 years, and D, 5 years. So according to the FIFA, the answer is 2 years, and I'm going to explain. So according to the FFAR, which is the football FIFA agent regulation, they have said 2 years, and also the reason for this is they don't want a lengthy contract that can tie an agent and the player down. Then so they always make it short, that if you can always renew it if you people are both happy. Yeah, and this is on Article 12 of, if I'm not mistaken, Article 12. Yes, on Article 12. So if you check that out, then you can see, and you can also refer it to the book. It depends also the book you're reading. If you're reading the August 2024 version, and also I say these 2 years there's no automatic renewal. You have to know that there's no automatic renewal. It's 2 years. Then after you can talk to renew it. It doesn't. It's still there's no automatic renewal. So that's it. I know there are false agents out there who sign a representative agreement for 5 years or whatsoever. That doesn't work actually. If FIFA catch you doing that, then it's a problem. Anyway, let's move forward. We're not here to talk about that one also. But question 3, which of the following entities is allowed to hold an interest in a football agent business? Which of the following entities? So let's say a client, B, a person ineligible to become a football agent. Okay. C, an entity that owns registration rights of a player in violation of FIFA rules. D, none of the above. So the answer is none of the above. Article 11, of course, Article 11 states that clients ineligible persons under Article 5 and entities holding registration rights of a player as per Article 18Bs and 18 tier of the RSTP, which is of the RSTP, cannot have interest in football agent affairs. Anyways, I don't want to, let me know, I'm answering and I'm giving a little bit of explanation, but let's try to do so that we can catch up with the 20 questions also. So question 4, before signing a representative agreement, which is, okay, I'll go forward first. Before signing a representative agreement, what must a football agent do? So just back at the top of your head, when you read the football agent constitution, they say before signing a representative agreement, a football agent must tell the client, which is his client, that do you have he would like to tell the client, if you have any lawyer to seek for legal advice. That is very, very important before signing a representative agreement, and someone to seek for legal advice. This is also written in the study materials, so that you make sure you let the person know that he has to seek for legal advice if he's not aware of the rules and regulation. So the answers were they gave: A, obtain the individual signature only. No. B, inform the individual to consider independent legal advice. That's the answer. C, ensure agreement lasts for at least 3 years. No. D, have a club official approve the contract. No. So it's inform the individual to consider independent legal advice. Article 12 requires a football agent. Article 12 of the FIFA Football Agent Regulation. Article 12 requires a football agent to inform individuals in writing that they should consider taking independent legal advice and obtain written confirmation from the individual that they have done so or decided not to do so. So that's very important that you always tell them, so that you know you have done the part. So question 5, under what condition can a football agent represent both an individual and an engaging entity in the same transaction? So under what condition can a football agent represent an individual who is a player and an engaging entity, which is like a buying club? Or let's go towards and see. Okay, with prior explicit written consent from both clients. That should be the answer, that you have to have a written consent for both clients. B, if the football agent has represented the individuals before. No. C, if the contract value is less than $100,000. No. There are no conditions always allowed. No. Again, Article 12, yes, if I'm not mistaken, says dual representation only if there's consent obtained by both parties when you're engaging a buying club. When you're representing a buying club and the player. But you cannot do that when it is a selling club or the releasing club. There's no dual, it doesn't exist. So dual representation is only valid only in one part when you're representing an engaging entity, which is a buying club, and also the player. Dual representation is not allowed when you're representing a selling club and a buying club, A. And also B, it's not also possible when you're representing a selling club and the player. So you see. So let's go to 6. At what point can a football agent approach a minor regarding representative agreement? Okay, A, at any time as long as the minor agrees. No. Once the minor reaches 14 years of age. No. No more than 6 months before the minor is eligible to sign a first professional contract. That is the answer. So, and then the last one is after the minor first international match. No. So this also you can see it. I think you can see also on Article 13 also of the FIFA Football Agent Regulation. So let's move also question 7. Who is responsible for playing a football? I mean for paying a football agent service fee? Who is responsible? A third party authorized by the client. B, the client exclusively. So C, FIFA. D, players club always. So this answer is the client. If you're responsible for paying your agent. But some clients also always speak to the club that because the money comes from the club that they give written consent all right to the club that you can just pay the money, the commissioning of my agent directly to him. This is only when the client has approved to the club to do that. So you understand. And question 8, what is the valid reason for terminating a representative agreement with just cause? Well, there are many valid reasons. Just on the top of my head, well, if they for a player, let's give an example. I want to put a player in this situation. If a player wants to terminate a representative agreement with an agent, the just cause can be that one, the football agent license has been banned for the agent, or he has some suspension, all those things. But let's go through the answers. So A, the football agent found a better client. No, that's not possible. B, the client decided to change agents without any reason. No. C, the football agent license was suspended. Yes, that can be an answer. D, the agreement lasted for over 2 years. So the answer is C. Yeah. So we're going to end here actually, and probably tomorrow I'll give it some more few answers to our questions and answers. So, but I'll give you this one to digest. I said 20 questions, but we can do 8 today, and then we can do more another time. But yes, these questions are answered because probably because not probably because I read the regulations, and also I've been doing this for quite some long time. So try to benefit from this and also try to help yourself to pass the exam. And for those we started the course today, I hope you you guys had fun, and it was nice also engaging with you guys. So let's keep it positive, and also from time to time, yeah, I'll be posting not only football agent regulations, but for those who want to get better work in football, sport director, football agent, every general aspect of the game. I'm just starting, but I'm going to, because this is the work that I do now, so I'm going to be keep updating you guys. And also in the summer, when I'm going to be showing a lot of content out of the house, especially when I move to let's traveling to football clubs to try to talk to sporting directors, just to also tell you guys, show you guys how to network with the football club, because this summer, in about 2 months, probably, yes. So because now it's winter, the snow is getting away. So I'll be moving to football clubs, talking to sporting directors and also like technical directors, trying to have their say. So I'll be giving you guys feedback on how to communicate, because you as an agent, those are the people you'll be meeting when you get your license, sporting directors or whosoever. So it will be my job to try to move and ask them that, okay, how, for example, a question like asking a sporting director, what kind of messages do you respond when an, an agent contacts you? Because we know you guys often don't pick the probably you guys don't often respond. So what does an agent have to do to reach you? So we will be finding all these details from also sporting directors themselves, not from me also just sitting here because I've spoken to them, but I would like them to also say that. Okay, anyways, talk to you later and stay tuned and have a nice day. Stay well. Cheers.